All right, here we go into our Thursday afternoon now. Hopefully your Thursday is going well. Hopefully you continue to enjoy this really fine fall weather that we have on tap here in North Texas. A little bit hotter out there though today. Again, we're forecasting high right around 90 here in the Metroplex, but still plentiful sunshine. And well, believe it or not, we actually have a very light northerly wind today. Typically when you hear northerly wind, what do you think? Cooler temperatures. Well, that's not going to be the case today. We have a little surface boundary. It's moving through our area, giving us a northerly wind, but I can tell you tomorrow the northerly winds will kick up again as a real cold front arrives, and that will be the beginning of a pattern change into the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up. But this is where we started the morning. These were your actual morning lows out the door. A lot of 50s around the area to right around 61 officially at DFW. Look up in the Denton area though, down to 53 degrees, almost chilly again out the door earlier this morning. So looking across the area, again, two things we're tracking carefully now here in the storm studio. Number one, you can see that little red and blue line that's currently centered across North Texas. That's a little surface boundary, right? A little wind shift line. There's no real air mass change with that, right? It is giving us the northerly wind. In this situation, it's essentially a non-player today, right? But to the north of that, you can see that blue line. Now that's a real cold front. It's currently cutting its way through the northern plains, and in fact, it is now accelerating, and the latest data coming in is showing that front arriving ahead of schedule tomorrow. I think it's going to be coming through in the morning, and like I mentioned, it's going to be fairly breezy as it moves through the area as well. Now notice behind the front, there's actually a real deal air mass change, and in fact up in the northern plains this afternoon it's downright cold. We've got 30s, we've got 40s afternoon temperatures here up in the Dakotas. Now, at least here in North Texas, what you're seeing there to our north, that is not going to make its way down here, right? The air mass will modify, or it will warm as it makes its trek down the southern plains today and tonight. But the bottom line is, as we get into especially Saturday, that front will put a check on our temperatures, and the way it looks right now, Saturday will struggle to right around 80 for a daytime high. Could be a little morning cloud cover, but with a very fresh northeasterly wind coming in, really Saturday just appears to be the pick day of the entire weekend, or really of the entire week so far. So looking around the area, believe it or not, there is a little bit of active precipitation. This has been out in our Texas Panhandle. A little rain now moving into the Lubbock area. Then in fact earlier this morning there was moderate rain in progress out in the Amarillo area. Other scattered showery activity out in the high plains there of eastern New Mexico. All that activity though, it's moving away from us here in North Texas. There is a very slim opportunity in our far western counties, like out around the Breckenridge area, the Graham area, maybe even Bowie. It's a 10% opportunity of a stray shower as we go through the day today, even tomorrow, even as that next frontal boundary moves through. But again, by and large, we do remain dry. But I do think rain chances will be on the upswing. A slim opportunity this upcoming Monday, and then a better opportunity as we get into this upcoming Wednesday, with potentially even some thunderstorm activity this upcoming Wednesday. Here's the model though, just a quick little review of what we've got going on today, tonight, and tomorrow. Again, you can see all the at least rain activity, showery activity, again out mainly in our Texas Panhandle, extending up into parts of Oklahoma. You can see it's going to be close enough that we add that 10% in our western counties, but again, by and large here in North Texas, I do think that we do remain dry. So we're dry through the weekend, but as we get into Monday, you see a little bit of green building, and I think there will be another opportunity as the same front that comes through tomorrow, Friday. It's going to kind of waffle back and forth through the area, and on Monday we may have a few showers around, not necessarily a big deal on Monday, but then I think what you're seeing to the north will come to the south as our next front by the middle of next week, especially next Wednesday, as that moves through. And again, like I mentioned, could be a few, maybe even strong storms with that as well. So the devil's in the details on that. We'll track it carefully. Otherwise, today into the weekend, here's your fair forecast. Of course, the first week of the fair, always typically the biggest. And you know what? We've got great weather. A little hot today. It'll be a little breezy tomorrow. Again, if you're able to hold off to Saturday, of course, Saturday being the big OU Texas OU game. Obviously, a lot of folks are going to be out there for that. Otherwise, weather looks great. Up around 90 for daytime highs. There's that very slim opportunity to the west today of a stray shower. 60s for overnight lows. We're back in the mid 80s tomorrow with a fairly brisk northerly wind developing behind that front as we go through the morning into the early parts of the afternoon. So going forward in time, we'll call it warm to hot today, also for tomorrow, Friday. Then we ease the temperatures down Saturday, 5-star weather, minus a little morning cloud cover, slight opportunity of a few showers Monday. Then it's that following Wednesday and Thursday, a better opportunity of rain and storms the way it looks, and temperatures ease down by the end of next week.